On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
And time, like, what would you do if your daughter is just not doing the things? Are you gonna? And I think Kayla asked, "Are you gonna cut her off financially?
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do?"
But
now, in terms of
right,
he said in terms of college,
we see this in wealthy families all
he
the
said
time.
he said in terms of college. He said in terms of college,
you see people get cut
Chicago.
off.
How come when you tell me to be quiet, I gotta be quiet?
Really.
Then, okay. So he said in terms of college, yes, I'm serious. He said that in terms of college, he wouldn't pay for certain degrees, which, okay, fine. I've heard that before. When I said earlier, I don't think it adds up to say I'm not going to pay for certain degrees, but you don't even have to get a degree at all. I'm trying to understand how that makes sense. And then also, what are you going to do, Anton? Like, are you going to just cut off your relationship with your daughter if she doesn't do what you want her to? Like, what is the ultimate consequence? Good either way,
but the thing that I'm teaching her is that it's completely different from what it is that most people are teaching our people in general. I don't believe in social work degrees. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in all that type of stuff.
You don't think social work? Okay, let me not even know.
I have a degree in social work and psychology, but I'm in financial services and I make over $6.
I mean, that's good. So. Listen, I'm not killing you for it, and I'm not telling her that she can't do it. But what I am saying is that I'm not going to pay for it.
Wait, but Anton, how can you say, okay, she doesn't have to go to college at all?
She doesn't.
Okay, and I get it. But then say if she does go to college, she has to do certain. Like,
if
that
she does and I decide to pay for it, then I'm going to dictate what it is that I'm paying.
Okay, so it's about your financial output more so than anything else.
That's correct.
Okay, so I thought it was more so about like her.
You know, can I ask y'all a question?
If she got into like Juilliard, like top pick Juilliard to, I don't know, do music.
Can you imagine
eventually run a symphony or something like that? That's
no.
Even though like they scouted her around the whole country and they wanted her, and she's the most talented in the country.
And Juilliard is so hard.
What I will say about this is that a lot of parents think this way, but it's really funny because in my 30s, I have so many people around me, like a good friend of mine, Uche, whose family, I feel like, you know, wanted him to go in a certain direction. And for years he did. And now he doesn't. Like all that money is waste. Or just like my roommate in college, who went to school for chemistry.
Lady, can I ask y'all a question real quick?
For 4 years of chemistry, only for her to move across overseas and be a renowned graphic designer. Money down the drain. Like you can say that all you want. But when people are adults, your job is to raise them in the way that in the direction that they go. They're not yours. They don't.
How can you tell me what my job is? Hold on.
They're going to do what they want to do.
How can you tell me what my job is to raise a child and you've never even known what it feels like to have somebody?
It doesn't matter. She doesn't belong to you. She's
what are you talking about? She does belong to me.
Yours. Her life is not.
How can you tell me how it is that I'm supposed to raise my daughter?
That's not what she's doing.
That's exactly what she just said.
No, she's saying that.
I just did.
She's saying that
she just did. Okay, you can't speak for her.
Just admit into it.
But your daughter, when she becomes an adult, there's not much you can do.
But you can't tell me how I am to raise my daughter.
But I just did. I just told you that she doesn't belong to you. She's not your property. She can do whatever she wants to do with her life. And what are you going to do about it?
Hey, Kayla.
Ruin the relationship with your daughter because you don't agree with her decisions?
Yeah, one at a time. Go ahead, Rilla.
Sorry, Rilla. What's up?
Wait,
It's Anton frozen.
Hold on.
All of y'all are frozen. I'm sitting back listening. And it sounded like all three of y'all got problems with how that man is raising his daughter that carries
No.
I don't have a problem.
No.
I don't have a problem with it.
I never said that, Rilla.
Come on, y'all got to do one at a time.
The reason we all stepped in and said something just now to you, Chicago, it's because you cannot base it on a false premise. None of us have a problem with what Anton's doing.
You do all of that. I'm still not finished. I'm sitting back listening to this man. And as a father, you know, realistically, Anton understands when she's grown, you know, I believe the brother understands that okay, 21, 22, 23, I can't control her. But he also said, if she breaks tradition of the family, she'll be the first one to do so. But here's the thing. Anton often talks about building generational wealth. How do you expect him to maintain generational wealth and continue that in his family if he's not grooming his daughter to take on that responsibility? And part of that is through marriage and nuclear family. Now, if we understand that, I can't understand for the life of me why anybody would have a problem with him setting parameters around how he wants the direction of his daughter to go. Now y'all can speak.
So that's not what I was saying.
Nobody said that.
What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, she's going to do with her life whatever she wants to do with her life. Children aren't your property. They're not an object that belongs to you.
Children are literally your property. What are you talking about?
Them to go in the direction that
they are literally your property. What are you talking about?
Responsible for the children.
Okay, so I don't agree with that. You're not going to change it by saying that.
There's a miscommunication here, I think.
So, like I was saying, I don't believe that
it.
other human beings are your property, regardless if they are your spawn or not. They have their own life to make their own choices. They only get one life. And I think that they should make the choices that they want versus living their whole life for you. And then it's over.
Man, how is that been?
So I think that
at what age, Kayla?
I mean,
I just think
when did this start, Kayla? Like at what age?
When they're grown.
That's what I was about to say.
What age is grown though? What age is grown?
House. But when you're grown, what am I going to do?
Grown?
Stress myself out, ruin my relationship with you because you're not doing what I say? You're grown.
But what age is grown, Kayla?
I think that's the miscommunication
21?
here.
What is grown?
I don't think there is.
What is
grown? Grown is when you have your own.
Kayla, I mean, I get what Kayla's saying, and I see what Anton is saying in terms of like things that are laid out for his family, and this is how it's going to be, right? But I mean, I definitely see what Kayla's saying. If you are 25 or whatever, and you're just not doing the thing, like what? And that was the question I asked earlier, Anton, like, what would you do if your daughter is just not doing the things? Are you going to, and I think Kayla asked, are you going to cut her off financially? Yeah. Like, what are you going to do? Now, in terms of,
right?
He said in terms of college.
We see this in wealthy families all the time.
He said in terms of college. He said in terms of college.
You see people get cut
Chicago,
off.
how come when you tell me to be quiet, I got to be quiet then? Okay. So he said in terms of college, yes, I'm serious. He said that in terms of college, he wouldn't pay for certain degrees, which, okay, fine. I've heard that before. When I said earlier, I don't think it adds up to say, I'm not going to pay for certain degrees, but you don't even have to get a degree at all. I'm trying to understand how that makes sense. And then also, what are you going to do, Anton? Like, are you going to just cut off your relationship with your daughter if she doesn't do what you want her to? Like, what is the ultimate consequence?